Sound check, Shola. Thanks very much. Sound check. Sound check, sound check. Shola, can you hear me? Sound check, sound check, sound check. I believe now it's good. Sound check. Can you hear me, Shola? Sound check. Type in the chat. Yes, I can hear you. Or type in the chat. No, I cannot hear you. Sound check. Everybody, let me put in the chat. In the chat. Can you hear me? Yes, sir. All right. Okay, everybody. Now this is Canada JPY monthly chart first, and somewhere in here is the lower band. Somewhere up in here, there is no right or wrong. This would be the upper band. All right. Now, a trend line is a tool that confirms a trend. All right. It's a rule. It's a rule. A trend line is a tool that confirms the trend. All right. Rule: you cannot chart TLs, trend lines everywhere and anywhere you want. All right. Those are the rules. A trend line is a tool that confirms the trend. All right. Now, sometimes we are going to have the market is going to make our high. Now it's going to be beautiful. All right, and then you are going to start from here. You are going to extend your trend line, and in an uptrend you are going to connect the lows, right? You are going to do something like this, and you are going to say, all right, here I connected this low and I connected that low. But then the market is going to do something like this and like this and like that. All right, this is the market. So this trend line that was actually right, now it's wrong. All right, why? Because a trend line is a tool that confirms the trend. Everybody, when this happens, and it is going to happen, you need to readjust the trend line. What does this mean? You need to find the relevant highs and lows. All right, when readjusting the trend line, we must find relevant highs and lows that are going to confirm the trend. All right, everybody? So I need to understand that. Now this is a lesson and it's going to take some time in understanding. All right? Now, what is the understanding? I must understand, especially if this low was higher from before, if I put something like this, you know, from before, when I was charting the trend lines, this was the market. And sure, I connected the first low with that low, alright? But then the market went up and down, and doing this different stuff, everybody. And now I must, question number one, is my trend line, hedge fund trader Shola, is my trend line like it is right now confirming the uptrend? Type in the chat, yes, it's conforming the uptrend, or type in the chat, no, it's not conforming the uptrend, because here the market broke the uptrend line, here the market broke the uptrend line, and here the market broke the uptrend line. So this trend line, like it is not conforming the uptrend. Which one is going to be? Everybody. Shola says no, it does not. So I need to readjust now the trend line and therefore I need to find relevant highs and lows. What does this mean? I need to understand that the market was in here, but now the market is up in here. Alright? So if this was the first low, where is the next low that is going to conform this sequence of highs and lows? Make sense? So I'm going to trade the trend line and clone, and I can do something like this. I'm going to readjust this trend line to this level. And I can say, alright, would this low connected to this low conform this uptrend? And the answer is no. Why not? Because the market still broke the uptrend line here and here. So I'm going to stretch it and I'm going to leave it maybe something like this. And I'm going to say, oh, now does this trend line conform all of this messy market, all of this sequence? And here the answer is going to be yes, right? So if I get rid of this one and I get rid of that one, would now Shola and everybody else online, would now this trend line conform the uptrend, the messy market up and down, higher highs but then lower lows, lower highs, extensions, retracement extensions? Therefore, this is the relevant low on the trend line, and if this is the relevant low, because the trend is a sequence, then this is the relevant high. And then you can chart low to high, high to low, low to high, and the blue magically appears as your market wave. Exactly. Yes, yes, yes. Alright. Now this is theory. Let's go to the chart. Everybody, Canada JPY, is this market is an uptrend or is this market in a downtrend? Type in the chat. How do you see it? Is this market in an uptrend or is this market in a downtrend? And let me trick you. Is the red trend line the correct trend line? Let me try to trick you. Or is the orange trend line the correct trend line? Which one is the correct one? See how easy it is to make mistakes? Which one is the correct one? Type in the chat. The red one is the correct uptrend line, or the orange one is the correct uptrend line? Right now, you are charting. Right now, you are learning how to chart. You are learning how to understand this market. You are learning how to understand what is long term, what is short term. Which one is the correct trend line? Boss, but the red trend line is conforming the uptrend too. No, it's not. No, it's not. Shura says orange. Very good. Everybody, it's going to take some time for you to calm down and understand that if this would be back in time, the answer would be yes. The red trend line is confirming the uptrend because this is all that you've seen back in time. Make sense? I'm not asking you, do you agree with me? I'm asking you, does this make sense? But now that you are seeing all of this price action, alright, then this trend line, no, this trend line is not confirming the uptrend because you cannot take just this in consideration. Make sense? Why not? Because you are seeing the uptrend on the chart. It's there. Make sense, everybody? So talking about what trend line is confirming the uptrend, Shola, you're correct, is the orange one, alright? Not the red one. It's the orange one. Because the market started here, circle, and now the market is up in here. Agreed, everybody? Now, this is on the monthly chart, what is considered the long-term view, the long-term uptrend line. Right now, live charting right now, okay? Now, if we want to be more precise, if this is the long-term, what is happening medium term? We are going to start from the low, and we are going to stretch the trend line, and we are going to find the next low, moving, and bam. We connected down in here, you know, this tail to this tail, right? Remember the rules? If I'm going to do something like this, alright? If I'm going to connect this low instead of this low, this is wrong. Alright? Why? Because I just break the tail. I'm breaking the tail, I'm breaking the wick of the trend line. I mean of the candle. Alright? So now this is wrong. Alright? So this is a trend line. I'm going to color code maybe in red. And now if I want to micromanage, you know, I'm going to start from this tail and I'm going to extend and I'm going to connect to the next low or tail. So, and if you're not sure, you can make it thicker, something like this. Color code in blue. Color code in blue, there you go. So we connected here. Alright, everybody, now here you have your three trend lines right now. Orange one, red one, blue one, alright? Now, once this is done, we're going to right click and we're going to clone the chart and we're going to go from the monthly to the weekly chart. And we're going to zoom out, alright? Make it thicker, give me a second, there you go. So the three trend lines are still in place. If I want to micromanage my trades, you know, I can clearly see that this market is clearly up. Agreed, everybody? If the trend line is a tool that confirms the trend, then this market is up. Agreed? No, it's not. Well, the trend lines are showing to you that the market is moving, the market is waving above the three trend lines. Agreed? But if you want to micromanage, you are going to go on the weekly you are going to zoom in and you are going to go from the blue. You are going to go from the blue, zoom in the chart, and from this tail extend and try to find the next low. And like this. Everybody, is this the correct uptrend line, or did I do something wrong? Did I do anything wrong? Type in the chat, the black trend line is correct, or type in the chat, no, it's not correct, no, it's not. Yes, it is, it's up. Everybody, you must be precise. I did a mistake on purpose. I broke tails and bodies, so no. This is not the correct uptrend line. I need to readjust it, alright, like this. Okay? Now, what can you see from the chart in terms of time? And you want to become a trader, right? So far you are an analyst, you are trying to understand how this market works, but you want to become a trader. Therefore, you are going to use trend lines to determine, alright, what is long term, what is medium term, what is short term, and maybe, you know, getting more specific on the smaller time frames, what is the market doing right now. Okay? Now, here is the question. Should we readjust this trend line right now, or would this be wrong? Type in the chat, everybody. Should we readjust the black trend line right now, or would this be wrong? Type in the chat, readjust right now, or no. Not yet. What's the correct answer? There is no right or wrong, there is no right or wrong. And everybody, before we finish, this is our last seminar, webinar, workshop. Saturdays, 26th of November, online, 8 AM New York time. Alright? This is going to be our last workshop, and then we go on vacation. Alright? Learn how to maximize your profits with the US dollar index and basket trading strategies. If you're a complete beginner, this is not for you. If you're intermediate, advanced, semi-professional, or professional without this kind of knowledge, send me an email, alright? All the other courses and workshops next year. Alright, Fibonacci Mastery, Risk Management course, How to Build Your Strategy course next year. This is the last one this year. Shola says, it's wrong, not now, until the market makes a hard high. Correct, very good Shola, thank you very much. Correct answer. This trend line like this is premature. The market must break and make another higher high, higher than that high. Oh, but it's moving up. It doesn't matter. The rules are the rules. Make sense, everybody? It doesn't matter if the market's going up, because the rules are the rules. Alright? Now this is the weekly chart. What we're going to do, we're going to clone the chart again. Remember what we are doing? We are building our charts and get ready for trading, and we are trying to work on number 3. We're trying to get an understanding on how this market works. and having an understanding on what is long term, what is short term, and what is right now, it's part of the learnable skill. Alright? This is the weekly. We go now on the daily, and everything stays the same. Maybe we can rearrange this one from the weekly, right? The smaller the time frame, the more precise we must be. So the black uptrend line, this is until where the market was making higher highs, higher lows. Everybody, and now the market is still moving up, right? Okay. And if the market is going to break this high here, then we are going to readjust this uptrend line. All right. Yes, long term, short term. Exactly. Trend lines, moving forward with the knowledge, trend lines explain us the what we call stories. Alright, the stories. What are stories? Stories is our understanding that this market was making higher highs, higher lows until up in here, and then it broke the aggressive uptrend line and made a lower low and a lower high. Alright? And this was one story. And everybody give me a second. My cell phone, as always. When I'm not giving classes, it's quiet. Once I start giving classes, everybody on the cell phone, but it's alright. So this is one story, right? And this is now another story. So I'm not going to do like this because it's not a lower low, alright? But short term, everybody. See how easy it is to misinterpret information, price action, alright? Short term, and we've learned how to confirm a trend, right? Short term, is this market up or down? Based on what you see. Type in the chat, I believe this market is up. Type in the chat, I believe this market is down. See how easy it is to get confused and lose money and trade in the wrong direction probability wise, and how skilled day traders, intraday traders, which I'm not, I'm a swing trader, but a skilled day trader would short the market short term and then would buy the market long term and then would short the market long term and then would buy the market short term, when me as a swing trader, I'm just buying long term. There is no right or wrong, it's a different personality, different strategy. Shola says up. Everybody. Shola says, oh, we are up because the market from this high made a higher high. Agreed, everybody? So we are up right now. Do we have a 100% uptrend? Or are we 75% confirmed uptrend? It made a higher low, sure, made a higher low, but don't forget that you have a lower high too, alright? Yes, don't forget. Okay, everybody? So this is one story. Then the market broke the uptrend line, you know, and then you had another story. It made a lower low, lower high, right? And then it made a higher low. So long term, it's easy, right? Because you can see all of those uptrend lines not being broken yet. The monthly chart is easy. Oh, we are up. Yes, we are. On the weekly chart, we are up. Yes, we are. You know, but then it comes to daily, and the market breaks the uptrend line. You know, are we up? Are we down? You know, Shula says 75. You are at the 50. You have the first. Now that the market broke this high, you are at 50%. Everybody, makes sense? You have from this low and this high, right? So you have another story. And here is where we make money and we lose money on the smaller time frames. Boss, what do you mean? The market made a lower low. Agreed, everybody? The market made a lower low. So this red sequence, until the market breaks this high, this red sequence is still valid, agreed? Compared to the yellow one. The market was making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Now, bam, lower low, lower high. The market is not trending up anymore, short term, will start trending down. And this pattern, this sequence is still valid. But then the market made a higher low, and now it's making, compared to the red one, it's making a higher high, agreed? And now what you're looking at right now is the fight between bulls and bears. The bears is the red story, alright? And just an example, the market can go up in here and go back down in here. And if this happens, the bears, you're going to readjust relevant highs and lows, and the bears would win. Just an example. No, this is not decisive yet. Alright? But I must address that until the market breaks the relevant high of the red story, those are the bears trying to push the market down, you know, even though the market is moving up, I must address that, alright, these bears, this story still has an effect. Does this make sense? Especially because this is the first extension leg, and after the extension, what must come? A retracement. Exactly, a retracement must come. Okay, everybody? So right now you have this story, the bears, and it's still active because the market broke the uptrend line and the market didn't break the relevant high of the bears, and you have the first higher high, which are the bulls. You have two stories, two sides of the coin, the same coin. The coin is the market, but you have bears and you have now bulls. Alright? Now, you are going to clone the chart and you are going to go to the 4-hour chart. Zoom out. Alright, zoom out, and I'm going to get out of this one, this one, this one, and now you're going to, I'm even going to get out of this one. So now you can chart micromanaging trend lines again. Alright? So if the trend line is a tool that confirms the trend, once the market broke the uptrend line, I'm going to do something like this. Would this be correct, everybody? The red downtrend line confirmed that the market was making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. Agreed? Alright. But then the market stopped making lower lows, lower highs, started making higher highs, higher lows. So I can take this low in here, stretch the trend line, and this was the highest high, so this is going to be on the 4-hour chart now the short-term uptrend line. And if we progress with the same rules, talking about micromanaging and short-term, so the market broke the downtrend line in here, the market broke the black uptrend line in here, went back down, so find the highest high. Give me a second, I'm not sure about those two. So see, this is the highest high. How easy is to make a mistake and just do this, everybody, right? This trend line, the violet trend line, is not wrong per se, but this was the highest high, this was the starting point of the downtrend. So I have another downtrend line like this. And if it bothers you, you can make it thicker to be more precise. Analytical minds want to be more precise, right? Okay. So we can agree then the market went up and up and up, and the market broke the short-term downtrend line in here, and the market broke the medium trend line, to change the names, to separate the two, in here. So lastly, exactly, you got it. Because until the market didn't break this, exactly, congratulations to you. Because until the market broke this downtrend line, and you can see it on the chart, and you would buy, this would be risky, make sense? In terms of probabilities. Make sense, everybody? You are seeing the market making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. Don't you dare buying up in here. Why not, boss? The market's making higher highs, higher lows. Because the trend line confirms the trend. Make sense, everybody? The trend line confirms the trend. It's going to take some time for us to understand that if this is the market wave, and the market wave is a combination, it's comprised of short-term downtrend, the market making lower lows, lower highs, but then you have a short-term uptrend too, which is a retracement on the market wave. Somebody's typing, aha, you got it. Make sense, everybody? So if you are going to use trend lines, you must obey and respect, and unfortunately the word is trust, that the trend line somehow is going to work. Does this make sense? If you buy in here, you are doing something that is probability wise extremely risky, because this uptrend is how the market moves, right? Our first 10 lessons are about the understanding of how this market works. Extension, retracement, extension. So if you're down in here, and then the retracement starting, and you can do a short-term trade, going up, buying the short-term uptrend, buying the retracement, but not up in here. Not up in here, makes sense? Why not? Because the trend line is a tool that confirms the trend. If you buy the market in here because you speculate, oh, this market is going to go up, and you win, then it's okay for me. But if you buy the market in here and you lose, I'm going to call you in the office and I'm going to ask you, John, why did you do this? Why did you buy up in here? Jane, why did you buy up in here? Jane, why did you do this? Because the market is going to go up. How do you know? How did you know? Don't you see a down market wave? Don't you see a down trend line? See everybody how we lose money as a retail trader and as a beginner analyst. We trade because we think. Our brain is absorbed in this short-term story, short-term vision, and we tend to forget the bigger story, the bigger vision. Can we draw a market wave on the 4 hour? Sure. Sure, I've told you, you can do anything you want. Make sense, everybody? So, before you buy short-term micromanaging your trades, now the market, this was also a false break, now the market can tell you, alright, now the market broke this downtrend line, short term, and now we are back up, right everybody? So, in conclusion for today, from the monthly chart, it's easier to determine long-term, short-term. From the weekly chart, still easy to determine long-term, short-term. Compared to the daily chart, which is more or less, right? More or less. Looking here, everybody, you know, we were lucky that it's a hard high, but back in time, micromanaging, right? You would have this, and you would have this, and you would have this. Again, I'm making a mistake here because I need to. Alright, let's be more precise, right? So let's be more precise. I'm teaching you, so I need to do the same. And micromanaging, you know, then this would be the aggressive uptrend line. Alright, back in time, this would be the highest high, and then you would have some weeks the market falling down and being consolidation and moving up and back down. See everybody how easy is to lose money, not make but lose. Because here you would use the trend line and you would say, alright, this market stopped going down and went back up. Yes, it is. But then you would use the uptrend line and you would say, alright, we are not ready to go long yet. The market's still pushing down. And only when the market breaks this high on the daily, this is the relevant high on the story, then the market went back up. See everybody? And in comparison between the monthly and the weekly and the daily, when you go to the 4 hour chart and try to micromanage, it gets even more difficult. Make sense? You need to... No, this is a strategy question. How to do, should I use short term, long term, medium term? But trend lines are going to help you to have the correct visual, right? So on the 4-hour chart, you are in a short term uptrend. But don't forget, from the daily, you still have bears on the line. The fight, it's not over. Make sense, everybody? It's not over. This fight between the bear and the bull, it's going to be over only and only when the market takes out this high. Alright, everybody, see you back tomorrow. Study the trend lines. Homework, chart the trend lines. Build your charts with trend lines, everybody. Alright? Until tomorrow, stay strong and trade like a responsible business owner. Trade like a boss, because